Thank you to Ghul for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Hello there, citizens of the Redefine. It's time to remember.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's how I do it.
Like South Park.
Child.
I'm sure that's a Batman I've ever heard. Greg will not be cast as Batman. If you guys are wondering who the DCU Batman was going to be, it's not Greg Alba.
I mean, everyone does the just generic Batman Christian Bale voice. It's out here. We got it down there. He doesn't even. Doesn't he sound more normal in this one?
Yeah.
Swear to me. Like,
yeah, he's just gravelly, and then it gets intense.
Yeah, this is our first time watching Batman Begins.
Ever.
That's how we should lead this video.
I've never seen this movie.
Straight up lies. Now, this is a long time coming. This is what the freaking road through those fucking Schumacher movies before. So that way we can get to the Nolan films. Now, I'm excited for this to do this commentary video, because while I have seen The Dark Knight more than probably any other movie in the theaters, Coy, I have not seen Batman Begins in well over a decade.
Really?
For sure, because I started dating my wife a decade ago, and the entire time we've been together, like, one day, we're going to marathon these. The only one we've seen is The Dark Knight. We have not seen The Dark Knight Rises, or we have not seen Batman Begins. So, yeah, I have not seen this in a very long time. That's not to say I don't remember. Like,
sure.
Of course, there are scenes that just fucking, oh, yes, stick with me forever, and moments and plot points. But, yeah, I'm excited to, like, get back into the nitty-gritty.
I think it's been about 5 or 6 years for me. I remember thinking the dialogue was even better than I remembered. I remember there's like a lot more quotables in this one. I think Batman Begins is slept on only because of how much Dark Knight's talked about. I don't think, it's a bad representation of Batman in any way. I think Dark Knight was so big, people forgot how good this one was.
Yeah.
Like, this movie is so exceptional, but 5 or 6 years is long enough that I don't remember a lot, so I'm really excited to watch it in context, having just watched the 5 we did. I've never watched, like, this journey is really exciting.
Well, also, as a journey through this, every few years, when I revisit anything, and I feel like we've had this experience with almost every one of these movies, is that even the ones we remember better, opinions have definitely changed. Like, when you change as a person,
yeah,
receive things differently, and that's been part of the fun of this specific journey.
And we're about to watch them, like, effectively back to back to back, so it'll be interesting to see how we feel about the trilogy this close together.
Yeah.
Especially compared to the 4.
Yeah.
And then Phantasm felt like a breath of fresh air. Like, I'm really curious how that feels.
All right, guys. Well, it's time to dive into it. Where would you rank Batman Begins amongst the Dark Knight trilogy? Do you feel it's kind of slept on? Leave your thoughts down below. As always, the full-length reaction watch along where you can sync up with your own copy is available for our super sexies. I mean, our royal rejects. I still call them sexy.
They still are.
Patreon.com/royal rejects. That way you can hear us talk over your favorite lines of dialogue, your favorite action scenes. It's great stuff.
It's a dream.
It's great stuff. Like, we're on the couch and you're like, please be quiet. This is my first time watching.
Why did I invite these people over again?
Yeah, so annoying. That's what's for you.
You're welcome.
You could pay to experience
It's a service we offer.
It's real life, baby. All right, brother, you ready to do it?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Let's go.
No.
That sound. That Hans Zimmer sound.
Oh, man, I love these movies.
Wow, I don't recall it being in black and white in the beginning. It's in black and white, right?
Yeah, no, you didn't just have a stroke. That's black and white.
It's not our TV settings. It's actually in black and white.
Like, just now. Does it transition into color?
Yeah.
No, there we go.
Told you, we argued about the lights.
Yeah.
Yellow, it's yellow.
I was thinking blue for all the ice, but this makes more sense.
Whoa, holy shit. I don't recall this. Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, I know this, but I didn't recall that intro.
I didn't either.
Can I see? Finders keepers, and I found it in my garden. Finders keepers.
Kick your ass.
Come on, Bruce.
Yeah, we just watched a few Batman movies where they do the origin.
They get right into it in this one. Oh, I love that Wayne Manor.
Yeah, this was the start of let's go for real with everything we do in every IP now.
It's the pendulum swing from Batman and Robin aggressively.
Theme established. Bats.
It is interesting, I think of this. When I think of Batman, I think of this trilogy by 80% more than any of the other ones.
Nightmare.
It is interesting to watch this now, or Christian Bale's at in his career, because there's a time where it was like, oh, the mystique, Batman. Now I'm like, I'm aware I'm looking at Christian Bale now.
Yeah, he's become such a star.
And it's like he's known as such a versatile character actor.
Yeah.
That it's kind of weird now to be like, oh, he played Batman, you know?
Can they kill me before breakfast?
You are in hell, little man. And I am the devil.
Oh.
You show these Asian people in their own country what it's all about.
Your practice.
Your practice.
The lines are so good. I love the dialogue of this movie. And the sense of this being training is so good. And like you can see the formula for henchmen later.
This movie was complained about how you couldn't really make out the action, but for realism, this is working really well.
And I feel like he's fighting 10 people, not one at a time.
Why? For protection. I don't need protection.
Protection for them.
Like it's got zingers, but they're grounded.
Yeah, it's an interesting humor placement.
Fight criminals that you lock yourself in to take them on one at a time?
Actually, there were 7 of them.
I counted 6, Mr. Wayne.
That's so cool. It's so telling about the character, the precision of the number, but also he knows who Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah, in one moment.
My name is merely Ducard, but I speak for Ra's al Ghul, a man greatly feared by the criminal underworld.
The Naked Gun.
A man who can open you a path.
This was such a huge comeback for him, too.
Someone like you is only here by choice. You have been exploring the criminal fraternity, but whatever your original intentions have become truly lost.
So funny in hindsight when you know who Ra's al Ghul is
Yeah.
from the comics. You're like, well, this guy's obviously
The facial hair and like... interesting.
The path of the League of Shadows.
The vigilantes.
I like the League of Shadows turn they take in this.
The vigilante is just a man lost in the scramble for his own gratification. He can be destroyed or locked up.
Ooh, interesting.
If you make yourself more than just a man, if you devote yourself to an ideal, and if they can't stop you, then you become something else entirely.
That is the theme of the entire trilogy.
And they establish it in the first 10 minutes.
Legend, Mr. Wayne. Tomorrow you will be released.
Nolan knew exactly what he wanted. Like,
There is a rare blue flower that grows on the eastern slopes. Pick one of these flowers. If you can carry it to the top of the mountain, you may find what you were looking for in the first place.
I feel like for the new DCU Batman, a smart path that I think they can take is if they establish that Ra's al Ghul does exist in the Lazarus Pit and all that. Like if they're going to have Damian Wayne in there, establish all that way, you immediately distinguish itself as a fantasy and a different one than the reality one that we are used to.
they got to swing the pendulum the other way. Like, it's
Exactly.
funny because Batman and Robin led to this. And then we got even darker and grittier with Pattinson. Now they've got to swing the pendulum back to fantastical without being Batman 66.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we want it to be cartoony, but it needs to be fantastical.
But you take your character from your first realistic Batman movie and you make him
spin it.
immediately with the comic accurate fantastical side.
It's been interesting to hear James Gunn's recent quotes. I'm like, what is the Robin going to be? Is it going to be Damian Wayne? Like, the way he's been talking, I'm like, I feel like there's been a shift. This is why I thought blue. These are the scenes I remember.
I mean, this is the best score out of the Batman. I mean, I know that the Tim Burton one has the freaking iconic main tune,
Sound.
but the soundtrack, come on.
It's so mature. It's so much scope. It feels like cinema.
I love how it takes this linear approach with his origin. But it messes with time a lot. But it's not just like he's Batman and we're cutting back to how he became Batman.
No. Yeah, him as a kid, him as a teenager, him here.
They established his present timeline, and here is his journey to this, while we're going to mess with time, to how he got to here, and then it'll eventually converge. It's really smart.
We didn't need to see the pearls, is what I'm saying.
Oh, but we get them pearls.
Oh, we'll get them. But we didn't need it in the opening.
Ra's al Ghul.
It's kind of crazy they got Ken Watanabe for this.
Yeah,
At the
for the fake out.
At the time of Last Samurai, he was such a huge actor.
Yeah, we really thought he was going to be Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, he barely does anything.
What are you seeking?
I seek the means to fight injustice, to turn fear against those who prey on the fearful.
Oh, I love how uncertain he is. Like he really doesn't know himself. See, these little details and nuances I don't recall. I remember like what happens in the scene.
Yeah, but
it's
the deliveries
it's
and
specifics of I don't recall that.
To manipulate the fears in others, you must first master your own.
Bats.
Bat!
Are you ready to begin?
I can barely stand.
Death does not wait for you to be ready. Death does not consider it warfare.
Not worth it. I don't want to fight injustice.
gotta go.
Tiger. Jiu-jitsu. Skills. This is not a dance.
Wow, what a hard job. I don't feel like Christian Bale gets enough credit for. Like, you have to believe this guy will become Batman.
But the arc to get there, believably.
Yeah.
Because you can't be too confident when you meet him this way.
It's easier to sell if you start him off as Batman, then you go to flashbacks.
We don't meet him yet.
Yeah, it's a much harder sell.
And it's the first film. It's not like we're invested in Bruce Wayne in Christian Bale's take.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Oh, I love that we establish he's a good kid right away.
And why do we fall, Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Yes. So many good lines. Such a quotable trilogy.
Bats again. You know why they attacked you, don't you?
He's such a good casting for Christian Bale.
I'm afraid of me.
All creatures.
That looks a lot like he could be related to
Even the
Christian Bale.
scary ones.
Especially the scary ones. I got something to show you.
Mom, it's pearls.
The pearl is such a clever way to show 'em.
And it actually gives way more weight to the pearls.
Themselves, yeah. Because we as an audience go, oh no, I know what that means.
Did you build this train, Dad?
People less fortunate than us have been enduring very hard times. So we built a new, cheap public transportation system to unite the city. And at the center, Wayne Tower.
Love the setup for later and how well it establishes Wayne.
While this movie goes for more of the realism and does show the darker side in a more believable way, it's also got more heart, you know? I feel like it works very well for this movie to lean on Thomas Wayne being a good guy.
Yeah.
Being someone who's like, he's the wealthy man, and look at him, he's riding the train with everybody else.
Yeah.
You know?
They capture this feeling so well.
These tickets were like $1,000.
Took us an hour and a half to get here. It's one of the best representations I've seen of them going into Crime Alley. Like, so good.
It actually makes sense.
Just needed some fresh air. A little bit of opera goes a long way. Right, Bruce?
Oh,
I love
such
how
a
he's
good dad.
protecting his son, too.
Even from
Emotion.
shame.
Yeah. And his mom's nothing. She's a nothing personality.
Just pearls.
Wallace, Joey, I'm fast.
Here you go. It's fine.
It's tense when you actually know what'll happen. Even
Yeah.
before you watch it the first time, you're just like,
Oh, even still. I like that the shot didn't have to be loud. It's just painful.
crazy how there's like no romanticizing or anything flowery like with the pearls and everything. It's just so sudden. It's like it is Bruce's perspective of experiencing it.
It's a really good point. It's just grit and pain.
Don't be afraid.
His last note to him is "Don't be afraid," and this entire movie is about him facing and
Overcoming fear, Scarecrow, Ra's al Ghul.
I honestly love that about Nolan's writing. It's there's a romanticism to his writing.
Yeah.
You know?
I think on lesser hands, it could be a very cheeky, cheesy.
The tone and heart really works because it's Nolan behind the camera.
Our best Commissioner Gordon.
Is this your father's? It's okay.
Severus and Harry.
You know, I think Jeffrey Wright has the chance to catch up to Gary Oldman, but with these three movies, he's established such a great Gordon.
Matt Reeves' world inhabits like the utter bleak dread.
Oh, it's such a different Gotham.
Yeah. Whereas this is
I feel like I could visit
sweet
here.
Gordon is, yeah. Could I get a coffee?
You're in excellent hands.
Instant evil corporate bad guy vibes.
I thought I might prepare a little supper.
God, he looks de-aged now.
Right?
It was my fault, Alfred. I made them beat the theater. If I hadn't gotten scared.
It was nothing that you did.
Aww.
It was him and him alone.
I miss him, Alfred. I miss him so much.
So do I, Master.
What a perfect this one scene is like, bam, this is their relationship. You know?
Yeah.
My anger outweighs my guilt.
My anger outweighs my guilt. Your guilt is manifested. You're like,
right here in front of you.
Your guilt with anger.
exactly.
I will teach you to confront it, how to face the truth. You know how to fight 6 men. We can teach you how to engage 600.
I love the phrasing too. Engage,
You know how
fight.
to disappear. We can teach you to become truly invisible.
Invisible?
Abhi!
They were there just to prove this lesson.
We were waiting this whole time.
And agility.
He went from machinist to this.
It's beast. Like the weight he put on is insane.
Theatricality and deception are powerful agents. You must become more than just a man in the mind of your opponent.
Who is he?
He was a farmer.
I love the idea of Ra's al Ghul affecting the Batman mythos this way.
What'll happen to him?
Justice. Crime cannot be tolerated. Criminals thrive on the indulgence of society's understanding.
Every Batman movie, you know why Batman does what he does, but this is the first movie I feel like where they actually give you the feeling of the why.
You connect deeper to this Bruce Wayne first. Yeah.
Yield. You haven't beaten me.
Ego.
Sure footing for a killing stroke.
You have to mind your surroundings.
I also love how brutal the lessons are. Again, Ra's al Ghul is so well captured.
I really don't believe this is Nolan's intention. There is something that feels like an awareness of cultural appropriation in some ways from the Ra's al Ghul side, from the fact of how they start off with Ken Watanabe, who is definitely like, oh, an Asian guy.
Yeah, that makes a lot of
Guess what?
sense.
The way how they were, the commentary about like the Mandarin and everything.
Yeah.
But now you got this one guy who's actually running the show.
I wonder if now if it would have been Ken Watanabe. If like 2006, you definitely...
People will yell.
Yeah. Well, no, they'd yell, but I wonder if Nolan would have never done, like, if we would have needed to be Liam Neeson.
Your anger gives you great power, but if you let it, it will destroy you, as it almost did me.
What stopped it?
Vengeance.
That's no help to me.
Lighting signifying the divide.
Duality.
Will you be heading back to Princeton after the hearing, sir? Or can I persuade you to stay on for a day or two?
Look at this. It's the last Batman movies shot on film.
I think you're right.
This house, Master Wayne, has sheltered 6 generations of your family.
Why do you give a damn, Alfred? It's not your family.
Ouch.
Should I just bury the past out there with my parents, Alfred?
I wouldn't presume to tell you what to do with your past, sir. Just know that there are those of us who care about what you do with your future.
Haven't given up on me yet.
Never.
Except for like an hour, a few movies from now.
I love the scope of the film. Like you can just pause it at any moment. It feels so rich. It feels like a movie. Like it doesn't have to be Batman. Like Nolan makes such art. I love the no guns, the way they do no guns in this movie.
Alfred still keeps the condensed milk on the top shelf.
Hasn't he noticed you're tall enough to reach now?
We'll have us die hard, I guess.
Never used to stop us anyway.
No, it didn't. How's your mom?
He's really good at playing this age.
Yeah. Like a 20-something Bruce Wayne.
Normally it's an awkward wig, but he's really believable.
He will testify in exchange for early parole.
Rachel, this man killed my parents. I cannot let that pass. And I need you to understand.
Wow.
Please.
When you watch this after watching 4 Batman movies,
The depth and like weight of this.
Yeah, like
It's another character.
You literally are diving into his core.
And given the 14 years already served, as well as its extraordinary level of cooperation with one of this office's most important investigations, we strongly endorse his petition for early release.
I could see why they cast Katie
Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
She looks a lot like the kid, and like there's a earnestness to her, an innocence.
Not a day goes by that I don't wish I could take back what I did.
That's Richard Brake.
Is it? I don't think I ever knew that was Joe Chill.
I gather there's a member of the Wayne family here today. Has he got anything to say?
Him not looking at him is always interesting to me. Like, did he actually grow in prison? Like, was that actual sincere apology?
He seemed to have remorse there.
Yeah. And them showing that was interesting before this happens. Like, did he actually grow? The wide eye.
Whoa.
I love that you can feel him feel nothing, and that informing everything with the gun.
We don't need to see this.
I do.
There was like a conflict to it.
Yeah, like he wanted to feel more or feel different.
Thought there would feel like a catharsis in it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, vengeance.
That's it. I did it.
Look beyond your own pain, Bruce. This city is rotting. They talk about the Depression as if it's history, and it's not.
That's so cool. They actually go like actually underground.
Into the Narrows. Yeah.
That's cool. What a great way to make it real. Like,
And one left turn, the world's different.
Everything is ignored.
And Gotham's built on this. Just like New York.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
This movie really should get more credit for how they actually built out a Gotham City. I do feel like Dark Knight loses that.
It does. It feels like Chicago.
This feels like Gotham.
What chance does Gotham have when the good people do nothing?
There's so many good lines.
I mean, it's like the ensemble surrounding Bruce Wayne is super integral.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just characters, too, that they're filling in.
All these years I wanted to kill him. Now I can't.
Your father would be ashamed of you.
I don't feel like Katie Holmes is bad.
No. I don't know if she could have done what Maggie Gyllenhaal does in the next one.
I don't feel,
but the
I feel like
recasting
she
is
could
weird.
Be stronger.
Well, I just feel like the Rachel connection isn't as strong as it needs to be for the script. But then again, the recasting in Dark Knight was always weird because I didn't feel like it was the same character. I do love the Hippocratic Oath of Thomas Wayne versus the gun. Like all of that energy implied with Katie Holmes was good.
The no guns rule I actually don't. I don't think that quite registered with me, the strength of that. And
the way they did
I don't
this
even
here.
remember him throwing away the gun, honestly.
That felt so important.
It's a great way to establish the no guns rule without laying
Saying,
it out.
yeah.
I came here to show you that not everyone in Gotham's afraid of you.
Only those who know me, kid.
That's such a good line, too.
I wouldn't have a second's hesitation in blowing your head off right here and right now in front of him. Now that's power you can't buy. That's the power of fear.
That is true. No one's flinching.
I'm not afraid of you.
Because you think you got nothing to lose. But you haven't thought it through. You haven't thought about your lady friend down in the DA's office. You haven't thought about
how much he's been watching him.
Bang!
You see, that's why this works so well, because when he says that, there is that feeling of care as an audience member.
For the
that
people
goes,
we just
that
met.
would fucking suck.
We love Alfred and Katie Holmes. Yeah.
You're Bruce Wayne, the Prince of Gotham. You'd have to go 1,000 miles to meet someone who didn't know your name. So don't...
Goes 1,000 miles, trains to be a ninja.
Trying to prove something to yourself.
This is actually wisdom. Like, I love it.
That's so cool because,
he inspires Batman in his own way, but it's also street wisdom. Like, what he just said is true.
Exactly. He takes the lessons from literally everyone.
Criminals,
friends,
and
family, criminals. Yeah.
In the joint, Chill told me about the night he killed your parents. He said your father begged for mercy, like a dog.
That is cruel as hell. They all just back down.
Yep. Not a word said. Oof.
Should have did better.
Euro Trip.
Yes, it is. Oh my God, you're right. I love that movie.
For what?
Your jacket?
Let me have it. It's a nice coat.
Be careful who sees you with that.
They might think you're me.
It's a nice coat.
Is the coat that distinguishable?
It's like a
that
brown
one coat?
trench coat.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Bruce
seen
Wayne
in
right
it
there.
there, but,
it's kind of an average.
whatever. Bruce Wayne's long hair. He looks homeless now, man. This guy's rough times.
First time I stole so that I wouldn't starve. I lost many assumptions about the simple nature of right and wrong.
I think that's such an important lesson. Simple nature of right and wrong.
I learned the fear before a crime and the thrill.
God, I love watching like the change going through it and him beginning to really understand criminals on the actual emotional level from being one of them.
Which we have never gotten in another Batman movie.
What's your friend you on? Tell that to the guy who owned these.
You've traveled the world to understand the criminal mind and conquer your fears.
That is like a psychological detective.
Yeah.
I never put that together.
You are ready. Breathe.
I love the way they use this flower and then the evolution of the Scarecrow serum with this sequence. They do so much world building.
To conquer fear, you must become fear. You must bask in the fear of other men. And men fear most what they cannot see.
Crazy how you're this far in and you're not even like, when's Batman showing up?
Because he's been here.
But it's so engaging.
That's what I mean. It's like such a not superhero movie structure, and it's so comic-y at the same time.
Yeah.
like Ra's al Ghul, Scarecrow, etc., but it's a movie.
Feel terror cloud your senses and know that this power can be yours.
The multiple layers of diving into the actual why he became who he is, and then the convergence of meeting it straight head on in the most physical, literal way.
It's so well written.
It's very well written. It's very well written, and such a compelling Bruce Wayne. And a relatable one.
Yeah, you identify with this even though he's in a mountain with ninjas.
I never quite associated him as relatable until now.
Well, everyone wants to be Batman. This movie actually captures that.
This movie captures like a man becoming him, and so there is that inspirational quality of like who you can become.
With taking on the wisdom of everyone around you. Because Batman's just a character that learns from everything, and this movie captures that. He's learning from every interaction, like you said, but like that's Batman.
You cannot leave any sign. Impressive.
This guy's just so in character as the Ra's al Ghul.
He's just hanging at all times in character.
He's doing the whole act.
You are ready to become a member of the League of Shadows. But first, you must demonstrate your commitment to justice.
I will give a proper sentencing. 20 years.
It's smart to change the name from League of Assassins to League of Shadows for the purposes of this title.
I'm no executioner.
Your compassion is a weakness your enemies will not share.
That's why it's so important. It separates us from them.
No kill rule and no gun rule.
Criminals mock society's laws. You know this better than most.
He's the best Batman.
He's real good.
At least from the ones we've watched so far.
Oh, yeah. For me, it's him or Pattinson, but I think it's him. I really love Bale.
Gotham's time has come, like Constantinople or Rome before it.
His limited screen time is so much presence.
Gotham must be destroyed.
The idea they've been around that long, I love the Constantinople and Rome concepts with Gotham. It makes Gotham feel more real.
Ra's al Ghul rescued us from the darkest corners of our own hearts.
I love how Ra's al Ghul is, he's all about, becoming an idea and a symbol.
And there's a symbol that he acts through.
Yeah.
There's a facade so he can say what he needs to.
It's just, we watch all these Batman movies, and it's the first time I feel like I can see myself in him.
100%. Even when the Tim Burton's one were grittier, this feels so real and practical and tangible.
What are you doing? It's necessary, my friend.
And it feels just as Nolan as Burton felt Burton.
Yeah. But you see him learning these life lessons, and you're on that reaction and questioning yourself journey as well, Of course, he's like, he's going to kill Joe Chill. Yeah, I see why. And now when he's here, I'm like, yeah, no, I get it.
Right. I've thrown with him. I understand.
Always love this shot. He's just like, look at it.
That's it. I died.
That's a Nolan insert right there.
You've got to show the body in a comic movie or he's not dead. I think they literally had to because the whole rest of the movie would be like, Ra's al Ghul's coming back.
That's a shot I've never forgotten.
Because the blood slowly dripping too. Love
stunt
that
doubles.
shot.
I love a good stunt double shot.
This impossible curl right here. 200-pound one-arm curl off a mountain hyperextension.
But the lessons from Ra's al Ghul are about will.
Yeah, that's true. That's so much strength. That's like one bicep to curl a man.
But look at Bale's performance.
Oh, you buy it, and that's the superhuman element
because he's so good at selling the physical struggle.
Yeah, and that shows you the strength of Batman later on. That's a feat of strength.
I will tell him you saved he's alive.
That's the helicopter moment for Captain America years earlier.
The only other white man here saved your life.
A white man. The one white man.
The whiteys look out for each other here.
You let all the Asian men die, I see, but the white men, they're all dead.
Yeah.
You
gotta look out.
You look very fashionable. Apart from that.
I love the aura that he comes back with. He walks down that thing like he owns the place. The confidence, the comfort. And the hair and outfit choices, this does look like an early 30s. They did such a good job establishing time.
That's why I think they cast Katie Holmes, because her presence has that early 30s vibe.
Yeah, there's a youthfulness.
I mean, like era.
1930s?
Yeah, like there's.
Oh, I meant 30s, like you're old.
Oh,
how he's evolved. Like we see his arc.
I'm flesh and blood. I can be ignored. I can be destroyed, but as a symbol, I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting.
Quoting the symbols.
What symbol? Something elemental, something terrifying.
Water, man.
Shadows. The night. Vengeance. Batman.
He wanted to liquidate your majority shareholding. Those shares are worth quite a bit of money.
Well, it's a good thing I left everything to you then.
Yes.
Quite so, sir. You can borrow the rolls if you like.
Love their relationship so much.
And their chemistry is undeniable.
Oh, it's incredible. I hope
I forgot why this movie's so great.
It's so great.
I totally forgot. Reject Nation, at the start of this year, I was over 218 pounds, over 22% body fat. By the time it reached September, I got under 10% body fat, dropped nearly about 50 pounds. Now, lately, I've been working on building muscle. Now I got them photos out of the way. And a big part of that has been Huel. I drink so much, I ended up buying the actual protein powder bag so I can make it at home and mix it with some stuff. It's been a reliable source of protein and energy for me. Because Huel, short for human fuel, I just learned, is a complete meal in a bottle. I use it a couple times a week when I'm running from shoot to shoot or meeting to meeting, edit to edit, and I need something quick. And not just quick, but satisfying. Because if it's not satisfying, you end up just wanting to eat something else. And each serving of Huel has over 35 grams of plant-based protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, and is made with real whole food ingredients. It's Halloween time, and it doesn't matter if it's Halloween time. My go-to is usually the chocolate. Smooth, delicious, surprisingly tasty, like the vanilla as well. And they got a bunch of other flavors at the actual website themselves. My wife likes the strawberry banana. And me, I'm a man who's all about efficiency. So no prep, no cleanup, grab, shake, drink, and you're good to go. And at under $5 a meal, Huel helps me not just stay on track physically, but also financially. So go ahead and join the over 3 million people fueling with Huel. Visit Huel.com/RealRejects to try it for yourself today. You can claim your offer and get free shipping on your first order. Once again, Huel.com/RealRejects to claim your offer and get free shipping on your first order. Thank you, Huel, for being a partner of my life.
Yes,
and
there
he's
he
such
is.
a great cast, Scarecrow.
Yes, his eyes. Have you seen his audition tape as Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
It's so interesting to see him in
Weird
the
as hell.
yeah.
Honestly, it's like, this would have worked.
And prison is probably not the best environment for his rehabilitation.
I forgot Victor Zsasz was there for a second.
That was Victor Zsasz,
Yeah, he had the cuts all over him.
He's in this.
I totally forgot.
This is
God,
the third
Cillian
of
Murphy.
Carmine Falcone's thugs you've had declared insane and moved into your asylum.
Well, the work offered by organized crime must have an attraction to the insane.
The start of his Oppenheimer journey.
Yeah.
I think you should check with Miss Dawes here just what implications your office has authorized her to make, if any.
I think he's one of the most overlooked casting choices.
Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow.
He's great.
That's why he's in all three.
He really is great.
I think Nolan really knows when he finds a talent and utilizes them as long as he can.
Bless it back again, sir. They nest somewhere in the grounds.
And he feels like such a human being, too.
But always Bruce Wayne. Like right now, rise.
Like, have I grown past this point, And now we're facing it, the opportunity. He's got a whole cave of wonders here this whole time.
Right there, under your house. So much landscape.
I like that patience with embracing the bats. And the music cues. This movie's phenomenal.
Oh, it's such a pretty shot.
I genuinely forgot how much this movie's amazing.
It's so good. It's so special.
It's really good.
And like it puts the other ones in an interesting spot because of how much leaps and bounds it is better. Like this is Batman.
He's coming to Gotham.
Yes, he is. He's not going to want to hear that you have endangered our operation just to get your thugs out of a little jail time.
Wow, I've never quite picked up on the cadence, the subtleness, and where his mouth and lips are. Like he talks in here. Like I don't know how to do it. The voice of Cillian's doing.
Yeah, the focus. It's almost like pointed. It's like it's got a.
Yeah, it's great. It is Jonathan Crane.
I don't think that Thomas Wayne would have viewed heavy arms manufacture as a suitable cornerstone for our business.
That's 20 years ago.
That's how much time has passed, so the audience can know.
Bruce Wayne is in his early 30s because he left as a 11 or 12-year-old. Look at that, Bruce Wayne.
That American Psycho.
Yes.
I'm here to see Mr. Earl.
Name?
Bruce Wayne.
That look.
Bruce, you're supposed to be dead.
Sorry to disappoint.
I love seeing his persona, movie star, charisma, womanizer develop and like how he knows how to use it. And even his eyes look different. Like that casual, glaring arrogance.
Welcome home. Environmental procedures, defense projects, consumer products.
It's interesting how he introduces characters. There's no like turn to camera kind of thing, you know?
Earl told me exactly what it was when he sent me down.
And I love how this movie truly introduces you to Lucius Fox. A lot of people did know, comic readers did.
You immediately love him like Alfred. Like he is so captivating.
But he is an overlooked character.
You knew my father? Oh, yeah. Helped him build his train.
And you immediately love this relationship. And the train earlier makes you care about that relationship.
And again, another character who's been thrown to the undergrounds.
They also give, in addition to characters, they give important items moments. Like the Gatling gun here. Giving it a beat is such a great way to care about Batman.
Nomex survival suit for advanced infantry. Kevlar biweave.
Nolan adopted his love for espionage films
into Batman
and put it into this.
Yeah. Like this is such a Q take on Fox.
Definitely.
You're expecting to run into much gunfire?
I'd rather Mr. Earl didn't know about me borrowing.
Mr. Wayne, way I see it, all this stuff is yours anyway.
I love it.
Morgan Freeman is perfect casting.
So
who else would
charming.
fucking play? Who else would play Lucius Fox, honestly?
And he's such a different charm than Michael Caine's Alfred. They're so good as father figure surrogates.
This must be the lowest foundation of the southeast wing.
Ooh, I forgot about those architectural details.
Yeah, like people having been there to build up from it.
You're watching the suit come to life.
Ah, Batman Begins.
I can see everything all right from down here, sir.
It's weird because so many movies adopted like, how do we make this feel real? But it felt so
trite.
It
trying
felt
hard.
Yeah, it didn't feel like real.
This feels so
this feels
effortless.
fucking real.
Like Batman Begins is an effortless realism.
They actually sell you on it.
Thinking maybe someday you'll get wise.
There's nothing wise in what you do, Flash.
Well, Jimbo, you don't take the taste. Makes us guys nervous.
I'm no rat.
I like him even being defensive of being a rat amongst dirty cops. I think this is going to dethrone our phantasm.
Yeah,
such a good watch on this.
Man.
You're a good cop. One of the few.
I love how scared he is.
Yeah.
Carmine Falcone brings in shipments of drugs every week.
And you can't see it. I love the reveal of what it is, but not seeing it even in the POV.
What will it take to bring him down?
Leverage on Judge Faden and the DA brave enough to prosecute.
Oh, that's right. It's not a gun, right?
Get the stapler.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he wouldn't use guns, even to throw. Yeah, I love they waited to show it.
The movie's also got a great pace because it's so fun.
Crescendos, yeah. Oh. Every time.
I remember in the theaters, everyone going, "Oh,
yeah."
The way it like justifies this, it necessitates the upgrades he needs.
Yeah, he always builds.
It's not just some fancy suit.
Yeah, he needs to glide. He needs the Gatling gun.
More spelunking?
No. Today it's space jumping.
And he's still in character as Bruce Wayne. Like, you still see Bruce Wayne.
You know, I think I have just the thing.
And I love that I feel like he knows Batman. He's designing Batman from the beginning.
Yeah. Regularly flexible, but put a current through it. Molecules realign, becomes rigid.
I never pieced together his espionage Bond love is laced throughout this entire film.
See that?
Yeah. Show me exactly what you're doing, but don't think of me as an idiot.
Fair enough.
The mutual respect is so great. Yes.
Want the tumbler? Or you wouldn't be interested in that.
The POV of the Batmobile. That's one.
She was built as a bridging vehicle.
God, I remember when this vehicle was first shown, people were like, "What is this? That's terrible."
Yeah, what an ugly Batmobile. And then you're like, oh
yeah, like the presence in the
and the sound in the theater is insane.
Look how joyous he actually is.
So what do you think?
Does it come in black?
Yeah.
I like how he gets a genuine moment of being excited.
Don't want any trouble with the last shipment.
Have you been to the Warner Brothers studio lot and seen the tumblers?
I actually haven't. No.
Highly recommend.
Somebody in the DA's office.
So he's not Bullock. He's just a guy like Bullock.
No, that was in the other Batman. I think he's. Oh, it's Flass. You're right.
Yeah.
He's the guy that's like Bullock.
Bullock type.
I think the guy was Flass.
Why don't they just embrace Bullock? In
Yeah,
this?
I think we just love the animated series. Because Flass is canon too, but Bullock is who I think of. Flass is from the Tim Sale, Jeff Loeb stuff that influences Dark Knight so heavily.
Got it.
Flass is the guy that like threatens Gordon's kid and stuff.
Yes.
So that's probably why, because he's a big Tim Sale, Jeff Loeb guy.
Right. In the meantime, sir, may I suggest you try to avoid landing on your head?
I love that reaction.
There's so much joy in his Bruce Wayne.
He
when
feels so real.
Yeah.
He's like a real guy.
Why bats, Master Wayne?
Bats frighten me. This time my enemies shared my dread.
Even the justification of how to get to all the things that you're like, how do you make this real? And like when Nolan pioneered here is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, the balance of tone.
He showed the possibilities with what you could do.
And I don't think anything did the realism right again to this level. Winter Soldier's close. I'd say Winter Soldier in this captured that.
Bears, they go straight to the dealers. Yeah, and the rabbits go to the man in the narrows.
God, I love this choice because then you're going to see Batman introduced from the perspective of the criminals.
First time we meet Batman. That's a really good point. We get the cowardly, superstitious lot to meet Batman.
Like that. Like, and it is showing how he has become everything he's learned to this point. Like the literal midpoint of the movie.
Yeah, we're an hour in meeting Batman, and we meet it this way. DC Batman has to do a lot.
Man, there's so much I have overlooked about the power. He's just said the enemies share my dread. And
fear this.
This is what I mean, Alfred.
Yeah. It also looks like yes, Batman.
It's like that. I love it. He actually sold the like.
Dude, this movie's 20 years old next year.
Mario.
Here. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was over here. Here is more effective.
Fighting more than 6 men.
He's fighting 600 right now.
He's engaging 600.
Yeah, I remember people like crapping on the action, but no, it's all
stylized.
POV.
It's meant to be deception.
What the hell are you?
Batman.
I'm Batman.
That's the first time we see him.
And the voice works in this one.
It really does.
Nice go.
And because of like his physicality with the mask, the voice sells, and you have to have an actor who's so good that by the time you're watching him be Bruce Wayne to literally the prior scene,
yeah,
he's in the bat suit, he's going to do this voice. It has to be believable, and he does it. It's so believable. There's a lack of range. There's lacks. Beautiful.
Who are you?
Someone who rattled the cages.
Yeah, I think he like really tripled down in the Dark Knight.
Yeah, if he'd stayed here, would have been a different story.
It's a great pitch.
Pretty solid.
What a great symbolism for what's to come. That's awesome.
Cut him down.
Was he going for bat?
I think he was making a symbol. I mean, he tattered his jacket.
All right. Oh, the Batman.
All these shots, all the city stuff when it's just,
my city.
That gargoyle of awesome.
This Bat character gave us everything.
Let's do it.
After his first day of Bats Are Nocturnal. The movie's the embrace is that he's trying to become something.
Yeah, begins. It's giving us a journey.
If you're saying Bats Are Nocturnal, like, no, it's part of like the image I'm trying to put up, man.
These things beg the question as to what exactly does Bruce Wayne do with his time and his money?
What does someone like me do?
Damn, he's built.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
Who knows, Master Wayne? You start pretending to have fun, you might even have a little by accident.
It looks like somebody, turned it on.
So terrifying.
It uses focus microwaves to vaporize the enemy's water supply.
Who the fuck built this weapon?
Do you remember why they use it?
No.
Oh, okay. That's
no,
important.
no. I mean, Wayne Enterprises built this weapon?
Yeah.
But why?
Because remember they were talking about their arms and like getting into arms being a benefit, and then the desert warfare.
Yeah. My bad.
Guy dresses up like a bat. Clearly has issues.
He's put Falcone behind bars.
And now the cops want to bring him in, so what does that tell you?
They're jealous.
Look, he's like undercover.
Listening,
Yeah.
but all smarmy.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. It is not a question of money.
You see, I'm buying this hotel.
I think the Batman deserves a medal.
And a straitjacket to pin it on.
I love how this movie cares to show this side of him.
And invest
The cover,
in it. And then this timing.
I'd heard you were back. What are you doing?
Just swimming. Wow.
Deep down, you may still be that same great kid you used to be. But it's not who you are underneath.
It's what you do.
It's what you do that defines you.
And that becomes the motif throughout all these movies.
Whatever he's planning, it's big. And I want it.
I already know what he'll say, that we should kill you.
I do wish Jonathan Crane got his own villain, like to be the main villain. So established, even in this, that he's such a secondary villain. Like
He never gets full power, never goes full Scarecrow.
And right away they introduce him as someone who's working for somebody.
Yeah, and it's great to see the costume and everything, but we could have gone.
They scream and they cry.
The immediacy.
He's not faking. Not that one.
Genuinely breaking a man's psyche. That is such a great 30-second scene for Scarecrow.
Your partner was at the docks with Falcone.
Oh, he moonlights as a low-level enforcer.
They were splitting the shipment in two.
I love that line. Moonlights is a low-level force.
Commissioner Loeb set up a massive task force to catch you. He thinks you're dangerous.
What do you think?
I think you're trying to help.
That's all he wanted. Oh.
Where were the other drugs going?
He's so mad.
I swear to God. Swear to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit was menacing, man. It was fucking great.
There was something else in the drugs. Something hidden. What?
The cuts are funny.
He's just saying who, what, when, why, where.
The hell was this?
Yeah, see, this is a painted Gotham. And it's interesting how
that's like Frank Miller right there.
That's an exact Frank Miller shot. It's interesting how this movie lets you in on the fact that he feels like he's putting up a mask. You're aware this is his first year. He is putting up like a voice and everything. They're letting you know. Yet when you're there, it's effective. It actually,
because you grow with him.
It hits. Oh my!
It's Joffrey.
Joffrey,
who's back to acting again apparently.
The other kids won't believe me.
Let them believe.
Spread the word to the future criminals of Gotham. Awesome shot.
Torch the whole place. All right.
Yeah, the way the movie builds into these cool ass shots, it is the definition of earning these moments.
Yeah.
Guys, a really disgusting hotel or apartment.
I think it was an apartment. Yeah.
I need to put my mask on.
Having trouble.
Oh.
You look like a man who takes himself too seriously. You want my opinion? You need to lighten up.
I love how one eye's smaller and lower, so it's disorienting. It looks like it's askew, but it's just his eyes. That mask design's amazing. And this stuntman, woo.
Yeah, it's so cool. And then they're even humanizing the Batman now. He's not a guy who can dodge the flames like Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Oh man, the first time with the grappling gun.
And the autopilot here of him just flailing. You really feel the desperation.
Well, he still calls Alfred in his Batman voice.
He's in the suit. He's up here.
Alfred.
Bruce, why do we fall?
I remember seeing that moment for the first time. Be like, this is so odd. I've never seen Batman terrified like that.
Many happy returns.
And the problem with the internet commentary culture now would be like, Batman wouldn't be like that. Like, it with the human element is what we're so mad at in these superhero movies sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his first movie and he's taking out like a bitch his first fight.
You have been hanging out in the wrong clubs, Mr. Wayne.
I called Mr. Fox when your condition worsened after the first day.
I mean, I understand any of that.
Not at all. I just wanted you to know how hard it was.
What a great line.
The antidote should inoculate you for now. Alfred, always a pleasure.
Lucius.
I love the implied relationship over the years.
Dr. Crane moved him to Arkham Asylum on suicide watch.
You're going to Arkham now. It's in the Narrows, Rachel.
You enjoy your party, Bruce. Some of us have work to do.
You be careful.
Happy birthday.
I love the divide between them.
I do think there's a depth she misses, though, in her performance. There's something not quite there that is like a range of depth.
And in the writing, it's there because, like, the fact that she kept that, delivered it, like, that's... Rachel Dawes is written well.
I feel like she's trying to achieve that, but...
James Bond.
God forbid someone plays that piano.
Batman? Those look like comfy PJs. I love the scowl and the cowl.
It's so hard to do such a human, like he's literally in his like silk robe running to go to his bat suit. It's so hard to pull off all this and make the Batman parts feel as menacing as they are.
Especially while other ones like the silk robe on Michael Keaton it didn't feel real or like I could ever be that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking like I want those pajamas. It feels like aspirational here.
I want all the information on the development of this project. All data, files, backup disks on my desk right away.
I want to destroy this evidence immediately.
I'm merging your department with archives, and I'm firing you. Did you get the memo?
You're such an asshole about it.
Such an asshole.
Scarecrow.
It looks like a real world, but Gotham. You're right. The Dark Knight really sticks to different. Like I don't think of this trilogy as having a great Gotham. It is so great here.
It's not just in the exteriors; it's also in the interiors.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
but the exteriors are especially better here.
Yeah.
He shrugged.
Psychopharmacology is my primary. I'm a strong advocate. In here, only the mind can grant you power.
You enjoy the reversal.
I respect the mind's power over the body.
I love that we're getting Scarecrow's origin, and he's being honest.
I want my own psychiatric consultant to have full access to Falcone, including blood work.
First thing tomorrow, then.
Tonight.
As you wish.
Key directly to the basement.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
There's something I think you should see.
And the version of a superhero monologue, like giving away your secret, but visually.
Yeah.
Like this is the villain monologue, but we get to live it exposition-wise. Oh, it's great.
Perhaps you should have some to clear your head.
It would be so awesome for him to just come back and play like Scarecrow, even if it's in a different universe. Because I think even older Cillian Murphy would probably even be more cool. Because he does feel like a young guy right now.
Yeah, and he's like very pretty. Like he's a very young, pretty guy, which is like hard to be as intimidating, but like.
Because I don't associate that. That's the one part in the performance where I'm like, I don't associate that as Jonathan Crane.
Right.
I do associate him more like gangly older. Watching him how he looks at Oppenheimer.
Right, like he'd be amazing now.
He's here.
Who? He's so excited.
The Batman.
It's like the dream person to analyze.
Call the police.
You want the cops here?
At this point, they can't stop us.
But the Batman
has a talent for disruption. Force him outside, the police will take him down.
I love that we hear him say Batman most so we can be theatrical with it.
This score is unbelievable. I can't get over it. It's funny how this yellow lighting is so associated with this movie, but it's just a Nolan look.
Yeah. I keep thinking like bat symbol yellow, but it's Nolan.
The shots of the action become clearer as the movie goes on.
You're right. That's an interesting point. As we see more of him in his training. I love how he's no threat whatsoever physically.
What have you been doing here?
I love that shot. Have you seen that mask? It's all practical.
Oh, is
That's
it?
a physical mask.
Dr. Crane isn't here right now.
I love how he's treating it
Shattered his psyche.
like an actual drug trip.
Oh, it's so good. This movie's also got as many villains as like the old, Batman and Robin and stuff. It's got 3 key Batman villains, but it doesn't feel full. It doesn't feel overstuffed because the timing, like you don't have Ra's al Ghul with Scarecrow.
The build out of the world is also really great.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, the narrative of this having Scarecrow work for Ra's al Ghul is a big part of what actually helps it.
Because like you don't have the Two-Face Riddler problem.
But I think like
I'd still
Scarecrow would be a great Matt Reeves villain.
Yeah.
And I just say, fuck it, you get Cillian Murphy again.
Just confuse everyone that wants everything to be like a linear path and have him come back.
It's a multiverse.
I'm glad Bale didn't come back for Flash.
What's happened to her?
I love how Gordon just adjusted. Yep, first time going through this shit.
I guess you're Batman. We gotta go. What's going on? I'm a good cop.
They can't help her, but I can.
I love that because even his voice is going back to a little more normal there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, there's a softness to it when he's talking to him. It's still got a gravel, but it's closer to Bruce.
What was he planning? I don't know. Was he working for Falcone? He mentioned someone else. Someone worse. I need to get her the antidote before the damage becomes permanent. How long does she have? Not long.
Yeah, it's not my favorite Cal, but it fucking works for this movie.
It's just
it looks large though and imposing,
It's just the narrow here. If this was like this, it'd be perfect. Obviously, he wants to turn his neck, but oh, it's so cool.
Actually using bats. Literally using his fear.
The profile shots of the cowl are perfect.
This movie just has that heart swell that I'm a sucker for.
Yeah.
As much as I love nihilistic dark Batman movies, like this just has that Nolan romanticism I love. It's like a adventure.
It's so enjoyable to watch. And it's also really cool while being an adventure. It's just cool. Oh, I love it.
That shot was like an Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah, I remember seeing that everywhere.
These stills.
We got maybe Penguin for a second. Like, I love that we get a little taste.
Excuse me.
How is she?
She's fading. We gotta go.
I'll get my car. I brought mine. Yours.
Yes. Oh my God. First time we see the Batmobile. He disabled the cop car.
He very well could have murdered them.
What are you doing?
Shortcut.
That's like the Universal City parking lot.
Tokyo Drift. You got it to work without the ramp.
Where's he going? He's on the roof.
Look at all this city damage he's doing to protect the city he loves.
Hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to save Gotham.
He's flying on rooftops.
Worth it.
How did they film this? Like, some of these shots are just insane.
I do like cutting to the horror shots of the reaction shots of Katie Holmes.
Like, I know some of those were miniatures, but how did they shoot any of the aerial stuff? That is an insane feat.
Damn, this is really well done chasing.
I like the Tumbler more than I remembered.
Me too.
I remember thinking it was a fine Batmobile. This is insane.
Well, the usage for the context of the movie just makes it totally worth it.
And how he got it, the application, and then the way it's shot is so Batman, this Batman.
Coming right up on his butt.
Let's murder them.
Kill the cops.
I have a no-kill rule, but...
Except dirty cops in their cars that I might or may not have killed.
And they might not be dirty. I'm just assuming.
Gordon's not in that car. I'm killing the cops.
But I'm trying to save this woman.
And cause lots of damage.
So I will murder everyone I have to save her.
This is the bar I have set. This is what I'm willing to budge.
Those cops could very well be dead.
At least 4 cop cars might be full of dead cops.
But I got a no-kill rule.
Stay with me.
He doesn't have to save them either as they flip in their cars.
I feel that.
The ticking clock is so effective.
And it's so comic booky that he's got to like jump through.
Yeah.
In order to get into the cave.
Every time he goes home.
So it makes sense how people would not find it.
Yeah, Batman's back.
They get any of this crap into the mains?
Oh, yeah.
Notify the water company. There's got to be a way of isolating the areas.
No, you don't understand. They put it all in. They must have been at this for weeks. Gotham's entire water supply is laced with it.
It's Joker serum.
How do you feel?
No, Christian Bale. It's, how do you feel?
Scare her, but only a little.
Rest. Gordon has Crane.
That is straight up just Bruce Wayne voice.
Get these to Gordon, and Gordon alone. Trust no one.
What are they?
The antidote. One for Gordon to inoculate himself, the other for mass production.
What does inoculate mean? It is a full circle to completion of like, Crane is the pawn. Crane is the pawn. Talia is the real villain. And then here,
yeah,
you know, yeah, you go where I'm going with this.
Yeah, you're right.
I just can't finish this thought.
There's always one master and one apprentice, except Joker, the agent of chaos, in the middle.
Yeah.
What would you call that? It's a miracle no one was killed.
That's how we know. That's how we know. Those cops are fine.
This motherfucker did not know.
They even call out that he might have killed cops until
but Bruce did not know.
No.
He's not that good.
I know exactly where to hit that car, so it flips. They do kind of acknowledge that he was willing to risk anything for Rachel, but it does break his rule.
It can't be personal, or you're just a vigilante.
Oh, so good. That's a good point.
We need to send these people away now.
Those are Bruce Wayne's guests out there, sir. You have a name to maintain.
I don't care about my name.
It's not just your name, sir. It's your father's name, and it's all that's left of him.
God, he's so good in this. The heartbreak.
So powerful.
He is the pitch perfect balance of serving him, but fucking
being a father figure.
Yeah.
The legacy of Wayne, that appearance.
So good.
How'd the stock offering go?
Price has soared. It was buying all kinds of funds and brokerages. It's a bit technical. The key thing is our company's future is secure.
The condescension of it's a bit technical.
Little the worse for wear, I'm afraid.
What? What does that mean?
Katie Holmes looked like she was drunk, so he was saying like she's taking care of her. Like, this isn't sketchy. Little worse for wear.
Scarecrow. Who were you working for, Crane?
Oh, it's too late. You can't stop it now.
You're one day too late.
I need you to go back to Wayne Enterprises right now and start making more of that antidote. I think the police are going to need as much as they can get their hands on, okay?
My security clearance has been revoked.
That won't stop a man like you now, would it?
I suppose not.
The smile, man.
Mr. Raz Al Ghul?
You're not Ra's al Ghul.
I love how you got like two different comic versions of Ra's.
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul immortal.
Like, it's so comic-y sometimes. Like, that turnaround was comic-y.
Or cheap parlor tricks to conceal your true identity, Ra's.
This whole trilogy is so good at bringing lines back.
It feels like they wrote all three. Like, it's incredible they added to the lore each time.
I warned you about compassion, Bruce.
Like, how far did he map out his plan to have it this succinct?
You are welcome to explain the situation to them.
Everyone? Everybody?
He's fucking amazing. Like, you immediately know what he's doing.
Yeah, in like a line. And you see the headline,
like
you see what's written in the paper.
To all of you phonies, all of you two-faced friends, you sycophantic suck-ups, please leave me in peace.
It might be the first honest thing he said.
Yeah. It's the first time Bruce Wayne has said something he feels.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. Please leave. The party's over. Get out.
The apple has fallen very far from the tree, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, the hurt in his face. And that's the one guy earlier that was trying to defend Wayne Enterprises. It's the same one good suit.
And the difficulty of like you want to honor he's doing all this to honor his parents, but it's now he's disturbing the legacy.
The public legacy of Wayne.
So Crane was working for you. He's not a member of the League of Shadows.
Of course not. He thought our plan was to hold the city to ransom. Then watch Gotham tear itself apart through fear.
Is there a comic where this is Ra's al Ghul's plan in any way?
Raz's no. There's Scarecrow comics, and then there's like Ra's al Ghul does tear down cities to like raise them from the ashes. The combination doesn't happen until this. The idea of destroying a city to rebuild it is common.
The League of Shadows has been a check against human corruption for thousands of years. We sacked Rome, loaded trade ships with plague rats, burned London to the ground.
Oh, I don't remember any of that. That they've been
That's what I said with Constantinople and Rome, applying it to our world.
Yeah, I thought they were just saying like Gotham is like that. I forgot completely that they were saying League of Shadows is directly responsible for that.
I always love that as the Lazarus pit because that implies to me he's been immortal using the pit.
So?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, that always made me like, oh, they did the immortal thing. They did a Lazarus pit.
But I thought they might be saying Ra's al Ghul's in a
symbol
title.
as well.
Yeah.
That's the real world application. I don't know which one they're implying more. Comments. I'd love to know what you think. If it's immortal or if he's like a title.
I'll be standing where I belong, between you and the people of Gotham.
No one can save Gotham.
You know what this movie feels? Feels like a grown-up movie. Like, from the simplest of terms. You know, like you're a kid, and you're like, this movie's for adults. A lot of comic book movies don't feel grown-up.
At the same time, if you can watch this as a teenager
Oh,
or a
totally.
little kid
I
and
did.
love it, yeah.
But, like, watching it right now, I'm like, this is the tone I miss from this era. And Winter Soldier has that, too.
Like your father, you lack the courage to do all that is necessary.
I am gonna stop you.
You never did learn to mind your surroundings.
Oh.
Justice is balance. You burned my house and left me for dead. Consider us even.
That's not what happened.
He literally saved your life, bro.
He just saved your life and carried your ass.
That dude didn't tell him. The white guy message didn't get delivered. He's like, oh, how'd I survive? Left me for dead.
He left you homeless. There's a difference.
Big difference.
This whole movie is a theme about rebuilding your identity.
And fire from the ashes.
Yeah.
And that's the movie.
And to actually burn down this whole history.
So Batman can rebuild the mansion and his livelihood and the Wayne legacy.
What is the point of all those push-ups if you can't even lift a bloody log?
That's the benefit of having the Nolans because, like, they're British.
Yeah.
Or Christopher's obviously more British, but having that Britishness allows them to write the dialogue and characterization
And cheeky jokes like that, like holding on his face, that extra beat.
What have I done, Alfred?
Why do we force?
God damn.
So that we can learn to pick ourselves
ourselves up.
Still haven't given up on me.
Never.
So many good lines.
This is like the best use of callbacks. The way these lines keep coming back.
Just zingers in a heartfelt way.
What are you doing here?
Our mutual friend sent me with this. Counteracts Crane's toxin. Hopefully you won't need it.
Unless he's got some way of getting that crap into the air.
Speaking of. Great digital effects.
Especially for 20 years ago.
That is not an actual tree.
Yeah. That looked great.
And the word is panic.
He found a way to get it into the air.
So scary.
Jesus, the pressure, it's spiking. Right there.
The water main is right under the Narrows.
Right next to Arkham.
You know what's so cool about this? His movie before this was Insomnia. And then he got hired to do this movie, and it doesn't feel like, let's tap that more independent director for hire so he can just shoot this thing we want him to shoot. Like, they let him make an actual movie.
A blockbuster.
You know? Like Matt Reeves had to do the Planet of the Apes movies
Before he got here. And he started with Cloverfield, which was already pretty blockbustery. Yeah, Memento, Insomnia, this, right? Or following Memento, Insomnia,
Yeah,
this.
I believe that's the order.
That's incredible. First time we hear this take on the score all the way. Cool montage.
Attack team, SWAT, right?
Gordon! All the city's riot police are on the island with you.
So scary.
There's nobody left to send in.
So I'm on my own?
This movie's the shit.
It really is just, it wears its earnestness on its sleeve, but it's so cool.
I'm gonna stop him from loading that train, but I may need your help.
What do you need?
Can you drive stick?
Yes.
That's what this movie does, man. Like, when it's... we gotta reserve the moment there.
Yeah, man, holy crap.
When he has to be scary Batman for the criminals, they land that home. But the movie also knows how to make him be a sense of hope. You know, when he shows up to speak with Gordon, when he shows up
with Katie.
It captures both the fear of Batman and the heroism of Batman.
The hope and the vengeance.
Really well done, man.
And we got Zaz
Victor?
back.
That's Victor Zaz.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever really caught that line.
He's got the scars. I don't know if I remembered
Did
it.
they say Zaz?
I mean, that's I think they said it in the courtroom, but I know those marks. Cool.
I will murder all you insane people because I protect this woman at all costs.
The mentally ill have no rights.
All right. The whole world right now is in danger, but I will save this one.
Wait. You could die. At least tell me your name.
Oh, I got chills. This is so cool.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
Bruce?
I love that he waits and hears it. Like, he doesn't just disappear after. He, like, listens.
Oh, but it also mirrors the Dark Knight Rises when he says he says something to Gordon, and Gordon goes, Bruce Wayne?
I think I remember that, but I'm excited to see it again because I don't remember that moment.
I remember that because I was like, how the hell did Gordon put that together?
He's not the world's greatest detective. What's going on?
I love how huge his head looks in that cowl.
It's such a monster.
It's such a big head.
Well, I mean, it makes sense to look like a bat with the wings being so big, but it is huge for him to operate in.
I mean, there is missed opportunity here for like a really cool action scene. It is like, what the hell is going on? And it's not in the POV of him fighting like criminals on the streets. I feel like they could have punched that up. But Nolan's strengths in this trilogy are not in the hand-to-hand combat.
No, and that's so Batman. It's especially in the story about ninjas, that's important, but can't do everything.
Oh, yeah, the shot of him swinging. I remember that in the teaser trailer.
gonna be so intense. Oh.
What an underrated Batman moment. Yeah, I like how this one really captures the struggle of being Batman.
It's not easy, and it's always painful. Underrated visual effects on the Batman hanging, too, because some of that was pure digital.
You will never learn.
When did you expect him to? He showed up in a bat suit.
He's not well.
And what a unique Batman fight, because this is his actual mentor.
Yeah, and heading to his father's tower.
You have arrived at Wayne Tower.
Right. Yeah.
The father you got, the father you should have got.
It is really symbolic of the paths to choose.
Weapon system activated.
That's right. Liam Neeson has a boxing background.
I always forget that. You're totally right.
Until he had the I was like,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Liam Neeson's got hands.
Derail.
You never learn to mind your surroundings.
He did. It's more accurate to say, this time around, you did not mind your surroundings.
Little long.
I love this technicality. It's so funny.
But I don't have to save
you. Whee! Oh,
I mean,
such a good shot.
You derailed the train into falling.
I mean,
you killed him.
I mean, Gordon kind of killed him.
I do think Batman would have.
He would have
comic book Batman.
He would have saved him.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the new gun Jor-El take, I think it's important to establish your own take on a universe.
No, I mean, the technicality, he can get away with it. Like, I'm sure there's people who completely disagree with us right now.
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah, but I think Batman did murder that.
He's not alive, and he could be alive, and he would be alive.
And he definitely.
Now he's not alive.
Flippantly destroyed a bunch of cops' cars without realizing.
Hey, Alfred told us they were okay.
A lot of them could be fucking dead right now.
Alfred said they're fine.
I seem to remember firing you.
You did. I got another job. Yours.
Batman may have made the front page, but Bruce Wayne got pushed to page 8.
Ugh.
What makes you think you can decide who's running Wayne Enterprises?
Well, the fact that I'm the owner.
Company went public a week ago.
And I bought most of the shares. Through various charitable foundations and trusts and so forth. Look, it's all a bit technical.
It's beautiful. I never realized that when he was asking earlier, he was gauging whether or not he knew he already took it over.
Yeah.
It was then asking if he realized like who was buying those shares.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. Dude, this movie's so witty with his dialogue. The amount
so funny.
The way the lines keep coming back.
Yeah. It's got so many callbacks.
Sorry I didn't tell you, Rachel.
No, Bruce. I'm sorry.
God, his hair is incredible.
It is immaculate.
He's got such good hair.
Perfect. I have so much money hair.
I never stopped thinking about you, about us. And when I heard you were back, I started to hope.
I never forgot about that pimple next to your eye.
I can see it, and I'm sure you see it when you look at me.
With all the money in the world, you never got rid of that pimple.
Neither did Christian Bale.
Or mole.
It's a mole. That's permanent. That's.
Maybe someday when Gotham no longer needs Batman, we'll see him again.
I used to be on the defense for her, but watching it this time, I am realizing that she is definitely the weaker link in the acting chain.
Everyone
here.
else is like Academy Award.
Yeah.
It's like she's a good actor, but everyone else is like, we're going to give Shakespeare some Batman.
Father would be very proud of you. Just like me.
Everyone else just adds like years of depth, and like she's fine.
Yeah, she is from the CW.
And like he's like, I will learn to be the Bat.
What will you do?
Rebuild it.
just the way it was, brick for brick.
I love the mirroring of I want to tear it down brick by brick when he's a kid to rebuild it brick by brick.
Ah, yes.
Full circle.
I thought this might be a good opportunity for improving the foundations.
In the southeast corner.
Precisely, sir.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Because then you get the Joker tease.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot about it. You get the bat signal.
Yep.
And it looks like a real bat signal.
And this is setting up the Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale stuff, this rooftop meeting.
You really started something. Bad cops running scared, hope on the streets.
But
the Narrows is lost. I still haven't picked up Crane or half the inmates of Arkham that he freed.
What a great setup for a sequel.
we can bring Gotham back.
What about escalation?
Escalation.
We start carrying semi-automatics.
What is that? What is that? What are escalations? What does that mean? It means things get worse.
Are we going up escalators, Alfred?
And you're wearing a mask. Jumping off rooftops. Now take this guy.
What a perfect setup.
It's one of the best endings of a first movie in comic book. Taste for Theatrical was such a good marketing thing.
Leaves a calling card.
And like you know it's coming to it.
Yes!
And the excitement of seeing this Batman fight whoever the Joker's gonna be.
Yeah. Lasted for years. We were excited.
I never said thank you.
And you'll never have to.
Ah. Every line.
Yeah, the dialogue is you're right. I don't recall the dialogue being
It's pop, pop, pop. It's so good. And then, do you remember the marketing for Dark Knight that came after this? Like, the marketing campaign's my favorite of all time.
Dialogue.
I Believe in Harvey Dent, Taste for Theatrical, like all of this.
But the teaser was just dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that shot of the Joker through the glass.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that when we come back and do Dark Knight.
That was amazing.
It's the best Batman so far.
That was genuinely amazing.
Oh,
man.
it's 20 years this year. 20-year anniversary.
That's what I'm talking about.
Batman
baby.
Begins.
Wow.
There's our SEO.
God, I haven't seen that in such a long time.
It is so good.
And I had not, like, I feel like I learned so much again. Yeah.
I noticed a few things, like the callback. I really didn't get, because he gives the guy an interesting look when he says, like, you know, who's been buying shares. Yeah. And I never put together because I didn't know stocks.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh, it's so good.
It also showed me so much more the actual mirroring that goes on with what will come in The Dark Knight Rises, which is already making me appreciate that movie more.
I've never watched them within a like short amount of time enough that I can see the dialogue reflect each other. I'm so excited for Rises now.
I always knew Bale's performance was great. This really laid it out for me and more bigger variation than I recall.
Yeah,
that was incredible, and the amount of like underground parallels that they kept doing, and yeah, that was fucking phenomenal,
dude. David S. Goyer wrote Blade and then wrote this like 5 years later, or 7 years later. Like I feel like flowers for Goyer for, like, you know, he highs and lows of a career, but he gave us the thing that started the MCU and the thing that made DC Comics like course correct, I think, in a big way. And you know, imagine this with like Brandon Routh's Superman, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
But it's because they let it be its own thing and they didn't try to grow it out. And that's, I think, what they're doing with Pattinson.
Yeah.
Like, this is a great example of why not to share a universe.
Heart swelling, guys.
Man, that was good.
What's your favorite part about Batman Begins? Leave your thoughts down below. Keep a lookout for when we do The Dark Knight.
I think that was my favorite rewatch. I think this is the most I've ever loved this film. That is saying something. That was so good. My God, I'm excited for Dark Knight, but I don't know if it's my favorite Batman film up here. I don't know if it can be as good as what we just watched, but I know Heath Ledger's performance is my favorite performance of all time. So I'm really excited to rewatch it with you to find out how I feel now.
Well, yeah, this was like a rediscovery.
Yeah.
You know.
But I have like that one memorized.
Well, it's like I've seen The Dark Knight like a billion times.
Yeah.
But I don't recall what the feeling is like with such an awareness of what I saw prior.
Right.
Yeah.
Nor setting up the third.
So it will give a different type of viewing experience, being hyper aware of what Batman Begins is.
And just was.
Yeah, I've never done that where I watch Batman Begins and I immediately go into Dark Knight. I don't think I've ever actually done that. So this would be a cool experience. All right, guys. We'll see you for that next week. Peace out.